Hi folks, Audioprosthologist Dan Taylor, your hearing aid heretic, back here in the lab. And I left my coat on to tell you this one because I just want to go through it real quick. Hearing aids are not dangerous. I know. There's all sorts of regulations about it to protect the public. And most of those regulations are there to protect the industry, not you. And here's why. Because there's been two, not one, but two folks, peer-reviewed scientific studies that have actually studied the risks of do-it-yourself hearing care. One of them was conducted by the nation's largest health insurer, United Healthcare, prior to them disqualifying every one of us in the profession as being able to dispense hearing aids under their policies. They now do it themselves, and they do it directly to their consumers, and their peer-reviewed scientific study found that, in fact, the risks to the general public of getting a hearing aid outside of our traditional orthodox system was so small as to be unmeasurable in the general population. That's how dangerous they are, unmeasurable. The risk is so small, it's unmeasurable. Number two, peer-reviewed scientific study number two, conducted by none other than the President's Commission on Accessibility and Affordability of Hearing Healthcare, or the PCAST report as it's come to be known, conducted by the National Science Foundation. Some pretty credible folks, and they did their own separate peer-reviewed study of the risks associated with going outside of the traditional hearing aid delivery system, and they found them to be so small as to be totally unmeasurable in the general population. So there you have it, folks. Two peer-reviewed studies by people without a dog in this fight. One with United Healthcare, who was looking to save by cutting us out of the picture, found that, nope, you can cut them out and it's not going to hurt anybody. Number two, the federal government and the National Academy of Sciences, which found and reported in the PCAST report, again, that the risks to the public from a hearing aid fitting outside of the traditional orthodox method is so small as to be unmeasurable in the general population. So there you have it, folks. Myth busted number one, that if you decide to get hearing help in a non-traditional setting, that you're somehow setting yourself up for pain, a bad outcome, or that something's going to harm you. Because the science and the actual risk studies shows just the opposite. So small, unmeasurable. Thanks for stopping by. This is Dan Taylor with Hearing Aid Heresy number one. Hearing aids are harmful. Not so, folks, not so. You can get help without worrying about hurting yourself. Thanks, and come back later. We're going to talk about the high cost of hearing aids next, so you might enjoy that one. Bye.